20,000 steps by 7 o'clock. Well, let me show you what I did. So I've already taken 3 truckloads. This is my 4th one. I'm gonna load up. I'm actually done. I'm just gonna lock up and get out of here. I did get all the, I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see it. I think the light comes on. Yeah, there we go. So I loaded up all the shovels, all the stuff I'm gonna take tomorrow morning to the studio and get this in the shed at the studio. But I was hoping that tomorrow I can rent a U-Haul and be out of here. But as per usual, there's a lot more stuff here that I really underestimated. So let me start off over here. So I was able to get all this shelving down. I still got this stuff here to go through. And I've created a big dent back here. So I think the next step, I got to get to that piece of wood in one of the storage units. I'm going to do a double stack. And but I got to put together the right number of totes so I can do it, so it works out right. So I think I probably got another 5 loads using the van and 2 loads using Chaos, the Expedition. But I'm going to be throwing away a lot of stuff, pretty much like everything there, except for the, actually I might just go and chunk them sanders too. I've been trying to sell them for like 3-4 months. But yeah, a lot of this stuff is just ending up in the trash. I'll show you the one trash can I'm working on now. But yeah, it's random stuff like plates and just random stuff I could probably get a couple bucks out of, but right now is not the time to be doing that. And something else I was thinking about while taking down the shelves, I think I mentioned about moving everything out of here. I am going to move this shelving system out, which I'm working on that, trying to get stuff off of it so I can get it out of here. This is going to go in the 15-footer. But I think what I'm going to do is the rest of it, I'm going to leave it right here and cover over it so it doesn't get paint and everything on it. But, I mean, there's no sense moving this stuff out of here if I'm going to be putting it right back. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, is just leave it here for right now and then, you know, get the drywall up, get everything painted, and then when I do the carpet, start on that side and work my way this way. And then by then I'll be able to get this stuff off, move it over there, and then tear this down and do the last little bit of carpet. Or I just say heck with it and I cut it around and just kind of make it work. You know what I'm saying? So that's an option. But as far as right now, I'll be back in here tomorrow. No garage sale, but I will be here. And my plan is to fill up every single trash can I have here and start bagging and getting stuff out of here. I also need to make a scrap run. So, and then I scheduled a job for Saturday, just a little repair job. And then I was hoping to have it done before my sister got here, but she might be helping me with the U-Haul move. But I'm going to move as much as I can. So as I'm filling up totes, I'm putting them right in the van, and I'm going to try to make it work. That's all I can do. So, but I tell you, this is a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of stuff I'm throwing away. In fact, people have been picking through my my bulk waste pile. So I put out one recycle can. But yeah, that's the new and improved bulk waste pile, which a lot of guys have been grabbing metal and stuff like that, and you know, people scrappers and stuff. But some guy came by and I had a whole bunch of plastic totes. They didn't have lids, so I chunked a lot of them. But now it's a little nitpick, nitty gritty, all that kind of stuff going through. So this is it. I've been trying to catch that dang commercial. So I'll probably upload a short whenever I catch it. But I heard it, and by the time I realized I heard it, I had to run and grab my phone and trying to record it where it says, you know, talking about the Geico commercial that talks about hell. Has anybody heard that commercial? Is anybody listening? Have y'all heard the commercial about it's good to hell, it's good to Geico? I swear that's what it sounds like, you know. So, but I want to record it and put it on here so you guys can hear it if you haven't already heard it. So, but I figure another long day tomorrow. Just steadily moving, you know. And taking 3 trips, I lost you know, a couple hours of me just working here by taking the trips, but I was tripping over stuff. So I think loading it up and getting it out of here and dumping it, you know, it's opened up a lot of room. So every time I do something, I'm getting more and more and more room. So, and then what was the other thing? So, oh yeah, I had 3 people show up here and had, you know, some long conversations. So like 30-40 minutes, but just talking about what I'm doing, everything, just people popping in on me. So I lost a little bit of time working doing that, but, you know, advertising for the future. So, but yeah, it's coming along okay. I was hoping to have a lot more done today, but, you know, I wasn't planning on making 3 trips and unloading, you know, 3 truckfuls of stuff, and I mean full. So, and I did take a, you know, the bike and the shelves and a lot of random stuff. I took that out of here. I think I got 2 or 3 more, you know, random truckloads of just, you know, random stuff. Like stuff that don't fit in totes. That's basically what I'm talking about. But yeah, I got the 10x20 is completely full. I mean, I can probably put a little bit of stuff in there. And then I got the 10x15 is starting to fill up. But once I get this shelving put in there, a lot of the stuff that's just laying in the floor will be able to be put up on the shelf, so it'll open that up. So I think the next step I need to do is kind of pull this stuff off and concentrate first thing in the morning, just working on this and getting this cleared out and, you know, getting that cleared out. So anyways, I got a long day tomorrow, and then I got half a day Saturday, and then next week I'm back on door job. So, you know, it's going to happen. So, I mean, I've already scheduled Monday, so I got to have it done by Sunday. That's the only thing. If not, it's going to be dragging out even further, which I don't want it to do. But I think tomorrow's going to be a good day, because having the trash cans emptied, having all this stuff to where I can put together things. And in fact, I might, I'm debating if I want to bring my trash cans from my other place here, or do I want to bag them and load them up and then dump them. Might be easier just to bag them and loading them up, because I got my trash cans over here too. But anyways, this is yet another update of what's going on. But yeah, I think tomorrow is going to be the shock and awe when this is gone, and I'll be able to clear off some of these tables. And the other thing I'm running into I won't say trouble, but it's like I got all these empty totes, these little totes. I'm trying to figure out what to do with them, because that's a whole situation right there. So, and I don't want to rent a storage unit for empty totes. So I'm thinking about, you know, where all the auto mechanic stuff is. Since I'm going to need some of these little totes to sort through stuff, I might just throw them in there for right now, just until I figure out stuff. But I do know one of the first sales I'm going to have will be a lot of totes. You know, it's like, I got all these totes with lids like this one and this one and these over here. And, you know, the ones I'm using are the ones like this. And I got like 4 kinds that I'm going to keep just because I got a lot of them and they stack together well. But like all these totes like over here and, you know, the round bucket and just all this random stuff, all that's coming out of here. So, but anyways, that's it for now. Hope you have a good night, and peace, love, money. I'm out.